I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Chargers going up against the Jets. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. So we'll turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the New York Jets. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. A look at the starting side for the offense and Brandon Marshall.
I think the thing that impresses me most about Brandon Marshall is his strength. How he runs his routes, how he wins against defensive backs downfield, how it's so tough to keep him from getting the football.
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. This is the running back, Powell. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
Ooh, that's taking a real chance on the opening drive of the ball game. I get wanting to be aggressive, but you don't want to leave your defense in a bad spot right away. Fortunately, they're able to convert here on 4th down.
They run with Powell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. On 4th down, the Jets turn things over to Locke Edwards to punt it. Travis Benjamin deep for San Diego. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. first carry for Brandon Oliver. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. A couple of Jets there in on the stop. The starting lineup for the Chargers of San Diego. Who are we discussing out of this unit, Charles?
A big guy out of Arkansas. Their tight end, a second-round pick, Hunter Henry. Many people had a first-round grade on him. Thought he's the best tight end coming out of the draft. Has the ability to get down the middle of the field, get into the seams, and knows how to find dead space against the defense and create plays.
Second down, Rivers. He's got time. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down. To punt it away on fourth down, here's Drew Kaiser.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something to be gained from it.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Their dangerous wide receiver. 46 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. And the first touchdown in a wild card game can sometimes, just to get over the hump, that can be a huge, huge momentum builder.
Brandon, you know how it is. All year long we work towards the playoffs. You imagine it. You dream about it. And now you get into the wild card game and you score right away.
For the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Rivers now on second down. Benjamin with it over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And the defense for New York.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
go back at it defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On play action, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets take possession. The New York set to take the field. And that last... On first down, Bortles. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Fresh set of downs here.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Second down following the run.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, 3-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until...
On for the extra point is Folk. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
Yeah, a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They come up in an offset eye. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction.
He's got a man complete. Rivers to Allen on the hook up there. 51 yards. So we hit the quarter break in round 1 of the AFC playoffs. 14-0 is our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Hunter Henry brings it in. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
On the run, it's Oliver. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
1st down, Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
False start, offense.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been good, too. The play clock's running down. They start the drive with a give to Powell. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Right side, there's Decker. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They go again with Powell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll run it here with Smith. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Flushed out right. And he fires one incomplete. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Powell. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd. 42 yards. Marshall, the lone receiver on the left side. Now Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. So out come the Chargers. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Rivers to throw it, surveying the field. Benjamin with it over the middle. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And Zerline's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And New York set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Bortles now on 1st down. Here's a screen to Powell. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, 3 levels: D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them, and then you throw the ball over their heads, and now there's just 2 levels left to try and stop big guys out in front of a guy running with the football.
Really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go, D, let's go, D. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Powell into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They come out here in the eye. 2nd and goal from the 1. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Here we go now.
Bortles now on 3rd and goal. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. To throw is Bortles. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. He won't go down. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Cuts back, left sideline. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So it'll be first down here after the run. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. A first down throw here for Rivers. Benjamin's got it. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. And Zerline's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here. Following the field goal on is the punter, Drew Kaiser, to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, spinning away. And the decision to bring it out is... Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Back out onto the field now. Here comes the Jet defense. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now Rivers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down. And they're on third and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. These short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game. Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rivers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for San Diego.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They start this with a run for Powell. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Now Bortles throwing. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And picked up. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now great. Zerline on for the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Jets. On first down, Bortles. Amaro's got it, left side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will... So out now come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leap downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off. Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then worked back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, He'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Down to the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Holding. Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. To throw, it's Bortles. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. So I think they run it here with Oliver. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A couple of Jets there in on the stop.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Rivers throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Getting set to go again, Blake Bortles marches back. They begin with a carry for Powell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Here's Powell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And that is incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. It's time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well. Go to something else. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Going for the deep ball. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darius Slay with a pick.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And the Jets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. Another credit for the defense there. They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will bump the lead up to a... after the made field goal. Back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Love the effort, love the dramatics, getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. And on 2nd and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. 3rd down and 5. Rivers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing Rivers. Finding time. And right side, Henry's got it. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Rivers on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
On 3rd down, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. A 1st down throw here for Rivers.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To the air again here, Rivers. He's got time. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And Zerline's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
Now the Jet offense about to take over. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. On the carry, here's Smith. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense. I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a second one sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. and offensive and defense. Once you have made your game plan and focus player.
To get done.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Jets going up against the Bengals. Now let's get you up to Paul Brown Stadium. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are in the place the folks here call the Jungle, and that's Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest. You'll take the week off. Get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now it's 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Bortles. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles to Decker over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards there on the pickup, and the Jets are going to have a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Dumps off to Powell. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is Bortles, and his pass incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Throwing is Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
So if after the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Again, here's Bernard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 in enemy territory.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Darrelle Revis is on the short list of the best corners who ever played in the NFL. Revis Island is where wide receivers go to hide.
2nd down following the run. Another carry now for Rodgers. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level play.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Jackson's got it over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Barth puts it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few 1st downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bengals defense getting ready to go again. And a field goal surrendered the last time out. Just by and large, are field goals wins for the defensive side?
They certainly are in today's football, because often...
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We have played a corner here in this AFC divisional playoff. 3-3 the score. We'll return to Cincinnati after this. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll run it now with Smith. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. On play action, now Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They must. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for Cincinnati first.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
We got 4. Hey, 380.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They send Green to the left on his own. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pass incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And a cutback right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards on the ground. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
And now a first down following that long gain. Dalton operating in the red zone now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. On the screen, Bernard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And Barth puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading field goals here in the opening half. No breakthrough yet on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
And really, I like what I've seen from both of these defenses thus far. Both have been a little more aggressive than I expected. And I think that's reflected in what we see on the scoreboard, which is no touchdowns to this point.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he's got Decker, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? It's a gain of 24 that time. That's good for a Jets first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Right side, there's Decker. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Time to step aside. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Again, it's Bortles. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, 34 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blink.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Finding Gabriel, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Dalton operating in the red zone now. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Vincent Jackson from 8 yards out, and the Bengals are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. After the touchdown, Barth now to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Bortles now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are going to retake the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep. Now Folk for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA halftime report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Bengals have controlled the flow, but it hasn't given them a big advantage. The Jets won't care how much their offense is on the field, as long as they find a way to advance in these playoffs. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Jets take it at the 34. Here, Marshall will make the catch in traffic. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. They're now on top by 4. Bengals with the ball, waiting seconds of the half. Jackson's the target here. And he capped off the 8-play drive with a TD. That puts them up by a field goal. Jets take over late in the second. The catch is made in double coverage. And it's going to end up going for a gain of 42. Staying late in the second. Pass will be completed out of the gun. And after the short pass, he'll score. They're now on top by 4.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
They'll run again with Bernard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front. The linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
This will be fielded at the 17.
Automatic first down.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So 2nd and 10 here. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. but the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this situation, they hit him at the worst possible spot, right exactly where you were running the draw, and he got in there and got him.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their 1st, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Here we go on 4th down with Bortles. And over the middle here, Amaro. So certainly Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for
Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, 42 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, are almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The New York set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that's good for a Jet first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
15 yards there for number 15.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
To throw, it's Bortles. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I'm not sure they could have had a better call there for the defense. Blitz was called, and they're setting up for a draw. When you're blitzing, you're likely to beat them to the punch because they're going to take a little extra time to set up. Talk about the offensive line. In this case, you'll get into the backfield before they can get set up.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. On for the extra point is Folk. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Dalton throwing on second down. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton, and Eifert has it. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Backing up. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Dumps off to Powell. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And over the middle here, Amaro. 8 yards on the pickup, and it's first down, New York. So the offense lining up first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hit behind the... And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati. Marathon for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Bortles now on first down. And that's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up second down. 8 yards to go here on second down. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play? Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Throwing his Bortles on third down. That's caught at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Now Folk for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the great... Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, here's Bortles. And he whips that one incomplete there. And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Now Bortles, got to have this one. Here's a screen to Powell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause.
Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it here with Bernard. Oh, one more time. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Bernard. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. A lot of scoring.